Look at what we have here. A lost little lamb. Ooh, man, am I late on this. But, so, basically what happened in Nevada are reasons why I cannot ever support Hillary Clinton. Why is that? Because what happened in Nevada is simple. They realized that Bernie Sanders would have won Nevada, so they said, well, let's just shut down the booths. Yeah. Yeah. You just fucked yourselves, basically. That's basically what happened. Bernie Sanders would have won Nevada. And despite what the media tries to tell you that Bernie Sanders is down by so much, when he's not, it's unlikely that he's going to win. Like he's kind of lost at this point. He'd have to win so much, which isn't going to happen. Most likely isn't going to happen. He'd have to win so much. But if he did win Nevada, hey, it helps. They don't want that anything helps. They just want Hillary to, win. And I can't support Hillary Clinton. I never could. But what happened in Nevada just highlights it. Am I saying that you should be Bernie or bust? No, you don't have to be. But if you're like me, and when you're 18, you're going to be an independent, because you don't like the Republicans, but you certainly don't like all the Democrats either. And I don't care if people tell me, well, the Democrats when I was a kid, yeah, that's when you were a kid. I'm talking when I'm a kid. Like I'm growing up with people like Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. If you call them good, man, the standards must be pretty low for Republicans then. I'm not joking. The more this election went on, the more I just despise Donald Trump. It's not because he wants to kick out immigrants. It's just because everything he says is just plain stupid. And he's so narcissistic, and I feel like he's gonna try to just get us in wars. I mean, he openly states stuff like that, so why not? That and he's a liar. He's just a plain liar. He'll make up something, and then when you notice it's wrong, try and correct it, but then that's wrong too. But I've done enough Donald Trump coverage, so I'm not going to care about him right now. But again, Nevada was probably the last straw for a lot of people, because it just shows you how corrupt the Democratic Party truly is. Well, not just them, but the United States. Doesn't matter if you're a Republican, doesn't matter if you're a Democrat. It's just corrupt all over the place. And so when you see things like Bernie or bust, and when the media tries to tell you it's so stupid, it's such a dumb idea, I can't help but say Bernie or bust is honestly not a dumb idea. It's probably what people just have in their heads. I'm not necessarily Bernie or bust. Like, if Trump was going to win and I needed to vote between Hillary or Trump, of course I would vote for Hillary. I would never vote for Donald Trump. That's the thing. The media will try to tell you that Bernie or bust people are for Donald Trump. No, they're just not going to vote. Sure, not voting kind of hands Donald Trump a vote because that means he doesn't have to worry about that. But you got to understand, when you see things like Nevada, where they shut down the polls because they know Bernie Sanders is going to win, you have to understand at this point that that's not that no one's going to support Hillary Clinton if they see stuff like that. At least no Bernie supporter. Because why? They feel like they don't matter. It's the Hillary Clinton show. And we've had the chance, That's the funny thing. We had the chance to get a guy like Bernie Sanders in, an actual honest politician, an actual guy who's for the American people. No, we went with the stupid fucking Hillary Clinton, and I don't even believe it. I'm not really surprised, though. I knew there's going to be a bunch of people who voted for Hillary. And that's because when you look at a lot of things, a lot of people expressed that they were voting for Hillary because, she was aligned with Obama, she had a Bill Clinton, all these other things. They didn't know about all the other bullshit that she's done. I myself knew better. I know Hillary's been corrupt. I know her and fucking Bill Clinton are the ones. Basically, they went in and toppled the strongmen in Haiti. Oh yeah, the democracy. They're for democracy, right? Well, why'd they go and topple a democracy guy and then put in a fascist leader? That doesn't make any sense, right? I myself knew that Hillary is not a good candidate. She's probably the worst one. I always said Hillary and Donald Trump are the two worst, but they're going to be the ones who win the Democratic and Republican primary. Why? Because us as the American people won't be smart enough to do our research. That's why. We're going to see a guy like Bernie Sanders and think he's too radical and he's thinking too much for the future. When, like he says, every other country has free healthcare. The countries that we claim are thriving and beating us, they have what he says. But I knew that only a certain amount of American people would actually know that and vote for him because of that. And then the other half would be like, it's the immigrants' fault. Or Hillary's just a good candidate, and I haven't done my research on her. I'm just thinking that. So that's what I said in my head 7 months ago. And that's what it turned out to be. Now, you got a lot of Trump supporters who are wishing they never voted for Trump because now Trump is just taking back and lying everything he just said. He's all like, I'm not going to ban immigrants. It was just a suggestion. Who said I actually promised? Funny, right? A lot of people voted for him because they hate immigrants. Well, guess what? He's not going to do it. He just basically said it was just a suggestion. I never actually promised it, so don't hold me to that. But I knew he was going to do that, though. I kind of called it, though. I said, Donald Trump, you watch. When he gets the general election, he's going to take back everything he said and say, guys, it was just a suggestion. I don't actually want to do any of those things. But yeah, like when you see things that happen in Nevada, it should tell you why people don't want to support Hillary Clinton. Because that's the corrupt Democratic establishment right there for you. Bernie Sanders would have won. They don't want that, so then they take it away. And then that's where the Bernie or bust movement keeps getting larger. And I don't think the Democratic Party gets that. I don't think they do. I really don't think they get it. That you basically are making your own deathbed. And, they keep telling us, beware of the big bad Republican boogeyman known as Donald Trump. But you see, the Bernie or bust movement gets larger each time you say, beware of Donald Trump, but then do something stupid. I was never really in support of the Bernie or bust movement at first. I thought it was kind of not a smart idea. But the more and more I see this election go on, the more and more I can see why people are doing it. I myself, yeah, sure, like I said, if it came down to a few votes and I was one of them, yeah, of course I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump. He's stupid and crazy. And he lies so many times, it's not even funny anymore. But if my vote didn't matter, I wouldn't vote for Hillary or Trump. Why? Because they're both bad. They're both really, really bad. And I'm tired of the smug media thinking that us younger people are just going to vote for Hillary. Hillary can take a broom and shove it up her ass for all I care. I'm not voting. I would never vote for Hillary for as long as I'm alive because there's no point. She's basically Barack Obama. That's what she is. She just copy paste Barack Obama. And if you hate Barack Obama, then why do you like Hillary? She literally said, I'm just gonna expand on Obama's policies. Well, how? What are you gonna do? Well, never said how she's gonna do it. Basically, most of her campaign is, oh, we love women. Women and feminists should vote for us. This, that. I'm Bill Clinton's wife. Okay, you haven't really named any policies that I should really go off of, so I don't care. That, and it's been proven time and time again, you are the most corrupt politician I have ever seen. And it's kind of funny because there are so many people that have said, my friend is like, how stupid could we have been? You have a guy like Bernie Sanders who's been saying, okay, we complain about the things that he's saying, but we don't vote for him? Why not? Because we get told by the Hillary Clinton media, it's a radical idea to get free health care. Or, it's a radical idea to cut down on money for college. It's a radical idea to raise the minimum wage to at least a living wage. All other countries that we claim that are beating us, they have that stuff. So if you complain about it, you have a candidate who's saying, yeah, this is what we need to do. You also have him, he's honest. He's never been dishonest. But we still vote for Hillary. It's kind of shameful. But again, what happened with Nevada, it's kind of the last straw. People are done. They don't want to vote for Hillary or Trump because they've proven to be just as bad. Like, Trump would be number one in terms of my least favorite, and then Hillary's obviously number two. But number two and number one, not a big difference. It's just that one wouldn't try to get us in wars, and one would just be corrupt, but corrupt to the point where our economy is going to go down lower. See, the problem is, a lot of people who are, say, Bernie or bust is stupid, they don't necessarily get it. It's usually because they're older too. So they're like usually older people, and they don't know that a lot of young people, see, the reason why a lot of people became less progressive in terms of each generation, because each generation had a chance to get wealthier. My generation, like people that I'm growing up with, we aren't going to have that chance. We're going to have like a very tough time trying to keep jobs and stuff. So when you see a Bernie or bust movement, it's not about, oh, we just don't like Hillary because she's corrupt. It's literally about the future of our lives. We're not going to have that chance with a Hillary Clinton in presidency. What is she going to do? She's just going to make everything more corrupt, create more corrupt Democrats. And let me tell you this, even if Hillary does win, there will always be another Donald Trump who's meaner, smarter, and I mean by smarter I mean someone who could take Hillary very easily. The only reason Trump hasn't taken Hillary yet is because, honestly, I think if Trump never said anything about Mexicans, he would be taking Hillary in terms of voting to the cleaners. Like, if he had never said anything about Mexicans, he would be curve stomping Hillary in terms of votes. Because he's already caught back up to her by a large margin. He's only down by 4. Now, can you think of this? If he had never said anything bad about minorities, he'd probably be up by 4. If he had never said anything bad about women, he could be up by 20. Like I said, if Trump was just smart, like I said, if you elect Hillary, there will always be another meaner, smarter Donald Trump. Not Donald Trump himself, but there will be a smarter guy who's like, I'm not going to say anything bad about minorities because I know if Trump didn't do that, he would curve stomp Hillary because nobody likes Hillary. If I act like I'm so good and awesome, I'll curve stomp her in the general election like it ain't nothing. And that's true.